Zach's Rank Buys, stocks with a short-term buy or strong buy recommendation. Now, here are more Zach's Rank Buys. Momentum Stock Time once again, where we talk about a couple of stocks that are set to just move higher with Mike Vodicka, our Momentum Stock Strategist at Zacks.com. And one that you want to talk about today is Rosetta Resources. This is an oil and gas explorer, right?
Yes, it is.
ROSE, the ticker?
Yeah, I thought this made a lot of sense in light of what we're seeing happening in the energy markets, where crude is taking off on tension in the Middle East.
Yeah.
So this made a lot of sense. Domestic explorer here, so they explore within the United States, so that gives them a little bit of political stability, which is nice.
Okay.
And then a market cap of $2.5 billion, so mid-capper. Not a huge company, but not exactly small either.
So do we know if they're involved in the drilling going on in North and South Dakota right now?
They're concentrated in the Permian Basin,
okay,
which is West Texas and northern Arizona. That's their primary interests.
All right.
But we saw really nice fourth quarter results from this company, February 25th. Revenue was up 5% year over year. They did miss on earnings by 1 penny. They reported earnings per share of 21 cents versus the consensus of 22. A company like this, a resources and asset company, has a little bit more flexibility on earnings than maybe like your high-flying tech company, so to speak. So shares seem to hold up pretty good in spite of that.
All right.
But the company was able to maintain their production over the quarter in spite of divesting out of some legacy assets. So that's a good thing. You always want to see these companies growing their production every quarter, every year. So that was a nice thing. Financial profile on Rosetta. Rosetta is definitely using leverage, I guess you could say. Balance sheet, they've got $360 million in debt, and they've got about $41 million in cash. So that's great in a strong market. That'll give them extra operating leverage, but it'll make them a little bit weaker in a weak market. So it's something to keep your eye on.
All right.
Valuation picture, excuse me, forward earnings 29 times, but analysts are really bullish, and the PEG ratio is just 0.5 here. So the PEG ratio does look good from a valuation perspective. And then getting into the chart here is we saw Rosetta hit a new 52-week high just recently at 46.11 as crude prices keep jumping higher. So this looks like a good momentum pick right now.
All right. You've also got your eye on AGCO Corp, AGCO, farm equipment maker.
That's right. Yeah, this is a company with a $5 billion market cap. So again, we got a mid-capper here. And this is a play on the agriculture story. And like I said before, we've been hitting on this one a lot lately, but there's a lot of fundamental strength right now. So this is a good area of the market to be looking for gains right now. Q4 earnings in early February, revenue was up 19% year over year. Earnings per share came in at 88 cents, and that was 16% ahead of the Zacks consensus estimate. So a nice earnings surprise too. And the company said that, like the same thing we're hearing from John Deere, is they're seeing a lot of strength out of their North American markets, the United States and Canada, with the heartland producing lots of agriculture. So they've seen, nice business coming out of there. But
they do sell around the world as well?
They do. They actually do. They do a lot in Europe too. So it's definitely a global company.
All right.
The companies right now, they have really strong cash flow, so they're investing in new technology. They're bringing new products to the market. So they're definitely taking a little bit more aggressive approach to the market. They see the opportunity right now. Mm-hmm. Estimates, we've seen a little bit of movement in estimates. Current year is up 5 cents in the last month to $3. The next year estimates projecting 26% growth. So the analysts are bullish on this company. We got a nice valuation. The PEG ratio is 0.69, and that's below the benchmark of 1 that you usually use for value.
All right.
And then moving on to the chart is, again, we've got another 52-week high in hand right now at 57.20, and this is a good pick in the agriculture sector right now.
All right. Do you own either of these two?
No, I don't.
If you want to check out other Zacks Rank Buy stock pick ideas, then you need to go to our homepage if you're not there already, because in the upper right-hand corner of that homepage is where we put 4 new stock pick ideas for you daily, one in each of the investing categories that we feature on Zacks.com. With Mike Vodicka, I'm Terry Ruffalo.